Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on SPNG, Sponge Tech Delivery Systems. If you play pennies, I'm sure you've heard of this one unless you live in a cave or don't have the internet or I don't know what. But if you haven't heard of this one, then I'm not sure what to tell you, especially after the past couple of days. Um, but this is a daily chart. Should start off with that. But as you can see today, 192 something million shares. You look at the average price was probably somewhere right around 7.5 cents from when I watched. So I mean, just a ton of liquidity, and not just today, but yesterday also. And as you can see, and this was the first point I wanted to bring about on the daily chart. Past 3 days, one, two, three, increasing volume, and you also have increasing share price. And this right here is the correlation that you want to see from a technical analysis standpoint. There's nothing worse than seeing increasing price, but or not, excuse me, increasing volume, but then you see either the price just going flat, or even worse, sometimes you'll have increasing volume and the price is going down. So just a great correlation here, and this is the key thing that I wanted to point out on the daily chart. It's pretty hard to get any sort of new resistances on the daily chart just because you have to go back so far. So instead of using a chart like this, I'm going to use the weekly chart. But I also want to go down to the 60-minute time frame and kind of go over that one too, because it's starting to show some consolidation now, which is perfectly fine. I mean, you look at this once again on the daily chart, that's just a huge move. And as there is with any stock, there's going to be profit taking, and there's people just going to be getting out. But I mean, that's the whole point of consolidating. It's kind of like the analogy I like to use when a stock's consolidating. It's kind of like going to the weight room in anticipation of going to the beach. So all the ladies are looking at you. Stocks need to go to the weight room, lift weights, consolidate, get their six-pack of abs. So when they head back out to the beach, they got all the women looking at them. So just remember that sideways action is not a good thing. Just think of it as being in the weight room. But with that being said, remember I'm saying sideways action. I'm not saying drop all the way down here. But please don't distort what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but there is a difference between going sideways and then having a stock just fall off the table. So keep that in mind. Stocks that go like this are not in the weight room. That's kind of like when you're trying to do a bench press, but you put too much on and then it collapses on you. So we want to see some sideways action. That's what we're looking for. So to the 60-minute chart here, kind of a few little brief things. You'll see kind of a common key or theme here. Here we had a nice little move up, and then you'll see consolidated, went to the weight room. But remember, sideways action. Then here we had another nice move up. Once again, went to the weight room. Never just absolutely fell apart. Here it did pull back some, but I mean, didn't even come close to breaking through the 50-period moving average. Then consolidated again, and now here's our new move to the upside. So once again, with some sideways action here, that's just going to the weight room as long as it just doesn't absolutely fall apart. So as you can see on the 60-minute, the stock has begun to head to the weight room. Was just going up, 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 hour after hour after hour after hour. However, we got a few pullback here, nice recovery, another pullback. But bottom line, as you can see, going sideways here a little bit, letting the moving averages catch up to them. This line right here is the 10-period simple moving average, and this is the 20. So, like with all these stocks, moving averages will eventually need to catch up. But just going sideways right now, and you're getting kind of the beginning taste of that. And real quick, just to hop on the 15-minute chart, you can see that once again too. Just some sideways action now. All the moving averages are sloping upward, so the trend is definitely up. But just lifting some weights right now in anticipation of going to the beach. Now to go to the weekly chart, because this is where we can find some previous resistances. You can see that the weekly chart looks great too. Here, nice move, weight room, nice move, weight room. So it looks like here's the next move, and each one of these moves represents going to the beach and picking up all the ladies when they're looking at you with your nice abs and just your huge muscles. So looking at this, you can see that here we had some resistance, shattered. Here we had some resistance, shattered. So I need to pull this back even more to figure out some resistance levels. And the first one that I kind of see is going to be right here, which was the low of this candle over here at about 9 cents. So 9 cents is looking like our next previous resistance. And then we have a big one coming up after 9, and that is this level up here. And what I'm going to actually do is make this a little thicker, make it some different color, just to remind everybody that this level, which is at 12 cents, is going to be a pretty big resistance level. But one step at a time. Got to worry about getting past 9. But I have been getting a lot of questions from people saying, "Hey, where all these future resistance levels are?" And 12 cents is going to be the key resistance level, which is right here. So keep your eye on that. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. First, just got to worry about consolidating nicely again, and then getting through 9, and then this is going to be the pay-per-view matchup up here at 12. So if you do have any other questions, you can feel free to ask me. But congratulations to all those that have been playing this. Been just an absolute monster, and we'll see what happens. Thanks for listening.